All right, y'all, so Egypt and I just loaded up. You can see some of the things we need for the pigs in the back. A way to feed them, a way to store their food. We got some poly wire and a fence charger, T-post, step-in, ground post. What else, Egypt? Did I already say a garbage can? Yeah, to store their food. And we got what? Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
What are we putting inside the incubator?
Some geese eggs and some blue chicken eggs.
That's right. So, whoo! Once again, y'all, can't thank Nick and Zoe enough. They made Mother's Day amazing. Now we have to do the work on this end to make sure we can take care of these beautiful babies that they blessed us with. Alrighty, y'all. On my way home from my second trip to Tractor Supply. And if some of y'all remember, I had a truck, but I sold it a little over a year ago. But we're still on a farm, right? And we have to move big things. So in the SUV, 16-foot cattle panels, I just folded them in half. And when I get home, I'll unfold them, hammer them down with a rubber mallet. They'll be good as straight again. You just have to get creative when you have to move big things, but you don't have a truck. It's all in here. Woo! The things we're doing for these pigs. Alrighty, y'all, so the pigs can't stay in that stall forever. And not even forever, not even for another day. So it's about a little after 6 o'clock. I probably got about 2 hours and 15 minutes worth of sunlight in order to see if I could figure out this setup for them and move them over to their new home. So yeah, have my tools in tow. Let's get to it. This was on sale, by the way, if you happen to shop at Tractor Supply. It's normally like $2 something, I think, and got it for $170, so not a bad deal. It's going to get the job done. Also, just to show you what else we have here, T-post handle connectors for the handles. This is what we'll use to be able to go in and out of the fence without having to cut it off. This is the ground rod clamp. And then we have the 20 times shocking power. It's an electric fence rope. Well, let me see, 656 feet, so. And the final thing we have to keep the pigs in is Achilles. That's funny. So simply put, the rope's going to keep the hogs in. That's their mental barrier. The hog panels that you just saw I had to get home, that's the physical barrier. In a perfect world, I'll be able to eventually move the hog panel out of the way because the doing two strands of rope should be enough to keep the hogs in, the little piggies in. All right, y'all, getting the hog panel out of the car and going to get them flat again. After that, just going to line them up, make a square, secure them by getting the T-post into the ground. After the T-post is in the ground, we'll attach these to said T-post, and we should be good to go with the outer perimeter.
I've been acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child.
So what you see right here is I've laid out some panel. So essentially it's going to be 32 by 32 because I have 8 16-foot panels, right? So 32 by 32. Which should be more than enough room for the pigs, especially at this size. As they get older, and or once the male pig reaches maturity, we'll separate them. They'll actually each have their own pen, and that's simply going to be because we want them to breed on our schedule, not theirs, because you know pigs can reproduce. So let me flip you around here, tell you the plan. What you're looking at right now is we're behind the shop. So there's the back of Graceland, there's the back of the shop, and everything you see right here to that fence line that way is going to become a new pasture. So we're going to run a fence from the back of the shop straight across and connect it with the fence line on that side, and we're going to add a gate that is lined up with the gate to the back pasture. See the gate right there? And all of everything inside this pasture or new area that we're going to fence in is either going to be another place where we could put animals, or that half right there, essentially all the green you see over there is going to be our garden. So we're going to begin with the pigs over here, and we're going to move them slowly down that way, and we're going to really concentrate them in that area once we make it down there to ensure that the soil is nice and ready by the time we're ready for our fall garden, which is going to be our first foray into gardening. What the pigs are going to do, y'all, is they're going to, of course, fertilize the ground by their manure, via their manure. So that's going to create rich soil. Any of this soil that may be compacted, they'll help break up due to their rooting. So they're going to root, they're going to stir up the land, they're going to fertilize the land. After we move them, we'll come back in, rake it out, flatten it out, move them to the next section, so forth, so on, until this whole pasture has had pigs on it, and it's all going to be nice and fertile. So that's our goal. That's our goal. And as you can see, we've already been working on compost right there, and we have more compost that we're going to be working on all the way through till fall. And this is going to help us really establish a nice area for our garden. So this is going to be their first home. Let's get to it. Post in the ground, y'all. Lego. Y'all know me. I like things to be dress right dress or uniform. Perfect squares, perfect rectangles, perfect shapes. But I have to fold these, so it's not going to make a perfect rectangle, but it's going to be close enough. Right through it all. Oh, I could not figure, no matter how I tried. Ooh, you cured my aching heart. When you came around, I saw a million signs. I must be over it by now. There's a reason why. Ooh, I think I might be over my troubles. Been there for so long now. Suddenly I think of tomorrow. Yeah, since you came around. Okay, so I have a rectangle right here, hog panel on the perimeter, and then you see these black step-in posts. There's 3, 3, 3, 3. The 2 strands are going to run along those posts right there, And we could use this one for an example. You see how there's like a foot between the step-in post and the hog panel? That's so if they, for whatever reason, bust through the mental barrier, we still have the physical barrier right there to stop the pigs from escaping and just getting out into the yard or anywhere else, okay? So that space is there on purpose. Also, the reason there's a space is because when a pig gets shocked, their natural inclination is to rush forward. So once they're shocked, they're going to try to rush forward, and we want that barrier there to stop them and keep them inside. So yeah, I'm very excited. This gets us one step closer to having pigs here on the property. And for those that may be concerned or think it's inhumane, please, please, please take into consideration that pigs are some of the smartest animals on the planet, really. And they for sure are the smartest animal that we have on the homestead as of right now. They only need to get shocked once. Once they get shocked once, they'll learn and respect the boundary, and they'll understand what that little white rope is, and that should be it. It's not something that is going to happen to them, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. It's probably going to happen to them 2 to 5 times at most. They're going to get it, and we'll be good. And once again, they're so smart and they'll understand it so quickly that we should, in theory, be able to take the hog panels down and only need to rely on the rope, the poly rope, because they'll learn to respect it that much. Okay, this thing is like a 9-foot grounding rod, y'all. Whew. Getting it into this ground is a little bit like a workout, but we've really benefited from the rain we've had. This ground's a little soft, so I honestly could stop right here because it's deep enough in the ground, but I'm going to use my rubber mallet to get it just in there a little bit deeper. All right, Mom, take a look at what I've got, Ma.
It looks good, babe.
So this is where they're going to be. We have our physical barrier. The strands are going to go in the black stepping post, mental barrier. But y'all, one thing I haven't mentioned is this fence charger has to charge for at least 3 days before we could turn it on. Alrighty, everybody. So to get this started, as far as feeding the piggies, we're going to be giving them 13% all stock and some cracked corn. This should be able to get us through at least 2 weeks or so feeding the pigs while we partner with Knight's Feed, who, as you should know, is where we like to get our food from. This is from Tractor Supply, but we'll partner with Knight's Feed and see what options they have available, and that's what we'll go with. But over here, just want to show you the piggies. We have them back in the crates because we are going to be moving them. So yeah, stay tuned. But first, let's mix their food up because I know they're hungry. Hey, Tuk Tuk, you come to join me? Yeah? Alrighty, so once again, that's what I'm going to be mixing. And we have another garbage can, y'all. So this garbage can is usually right there. But for our new viewers, in this corner of the barn, and that sign there, if you're new here, welcome to the barn. And in this corner of the barn is where we keep our food. So we have our chicken feed, chicken scratch, goat feed, cow feed, Frankie's food. This is going to be the pig's food, Bo's food, and Elvis and Priscilla, our peacock's food. Right, Tuck? Yeah. So going to mix this up and get them some dinner. Alrighty, y'all, finished product. 150 pounds of food, all stock, mixed with cracked corn. This should be a great start for them and their diet here on the farm until we figure out what we want their diet, their permanent, permanent diet to be. All right, y'all, at the top of the drive of this beautiful property. Look at this, y'all. Just such a beautiful property. Here to get the pickle barrels to create the water for the pigs. So about to pick these up, load it up, and get back to the house. Hey, y'all, just got home. As I pulled into the driveway, Natalie brought me my holder for this camera and joined me in the car. And you can see what I have in the back, the pickle barrels. Now, I can't lie, y'all. Y'all know me. I like things to match. I like things to look just pristine. And the gentleman I went to, who was a pretty cool guy, we ended up talking for 15 to 20 minutes about cows, and he had the similar kind of pigs that we got from Chestnut Hills, and just a great conversation. He actually had black pickle barrels, and a gentleman drove up from Cocoa Beach. That's about 2.5 to 3 hours or more away from us. And as I was pulling into his property, and he only lives like 15 minutes from me, that guy was pulling out with the rest of the black barrels, and my heart just sank because everything's white and black on our property. It would have looked good, but I have these red ones. He sells them at a price you can't beat. So yeah, let's take a look. So you can see here, 2 pickle barrels, the large kind, perfect for what we want to use them for. But also while I was there, he had these. I've never seen a smaller barrel. It's about 5 gallons, I believe he said. And all of these barrels held olives, as you can see. So I've never seen them this size before. This size is perfect for baby pigs one day, whenever we need to give them their water. Also, we have a good idea that he actually gave us about how we could utilize this when the mom has, her piglets on her, and the house that we're going to build for her. So many ideas, but I went ahead and snatched up one while I was there just to experiment. And there is normally where we keep our peanut hay for the goats. Right now is not hay season for the goats. So perfect to hold that because it's empty. So this is 4 days later. All the work you saw me doing on the structure for the pigs was Sunday. Today is Thursday, May 18th, which is actually, and look at them, they think it's dinner time. It is in about an hour, but not quite yet, y'all. But yeah, 4 days later, it is the same day that you just saw me get the pickle barrels though. Hey Tuck, coming in here with me? So the charger says it has to charge for 3 days. It's been 4 days. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish this product, finish this project. I should be able to run the poly wire, connect it, hook it up, be good to go. So let me go ahead and grab everything I need, and I'll meet y'all over at the pig enclosure. All right, y'all, so I think I figured out what I wanted to do. As y'all can see, I have audience. What's going on, y'all? 2 new goats right there. But I have the poly wire. I have some of the cable that I'm using for the ground and the fence. I have some handles. So everything I need is in here. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on this end and run the wire that's 4 inches off the ground, 3 to 4 inches off the ground. That way, make it back to this post, come up, go back around, and that's going to be my second wire. Then it's going to come this way through the fence to a T-post, and I'm going to drive right here, and that's where the handle is going to connect. So anytime we need to come in here, we can just use that handle in order to move the fence out the way, get in there, put it back. Now, that is for the girls. That's not for me. If mama or nana ever want to come in here, because we would never let the kids come over here alone, especially since there's going to be poly wire over here. The same thing for all the way up front with the cows. Their pasture is hot. We don't let the girls go in there unless one of us are there with us. Right, Tucker? Can you co-sign that for me? But that'll allow them to get in there because, you know, I'll just step over, maybe even jump over if I'm feeling like a spring chicken that day, right, Tuck? But, you know, of course, they'll most likely not want to do that. Here's the fence charger. You can see how I've run the ground. It's going all the way from the rod up to here where it's already been charging for 3 days. And you can see it actually says it on there. I don't know if you can see that. Charging sunlight for 3 days before turning unit on. It's been 4 days. So let me run that real quick. Let me find a camera position that's best for y'all, and let's get it done. I'll show you how I'm getting it in there. So see how it's just gonna snap down? See that? Bam.
Tomorrow, yeah. Oh, if I could fly, ooh, I would be with you every second of my life. Sometimes it's just
Y'all see Tucker in the camera this whole time? All right, so let me show y'all what I just did. So I ran the wire through, and now I'm carrying it up. See that? Put it through again, and y'all see how it's going up this post. And now I'm just gonna go the other direction. I'm gonna do that one really quick, and I'll be right with y'all, show y'all the final product. Ooh, Tucker, you ain't gonna wanna rub up on this, man. Don't get used to that. All right, y'all, so this is where we are. We have the wire that's about 3 to 4 inches off of the ground, and then another wire that's probably about 15 inches off the ground. So 2 strand, as we've discussed this whole time, going all the way around. Then it passes through, comes back to this side. Can you see that? And over here, once it gets back to this side, as I discussed, it's going to pass through the fence to a T-post I'm going to put there. And that's where I'm going to put the handle in case we ever want to, you know, take this down. But now that I'm seeing this, in theory, once again, in theory, I think mama or nana can step over this. It's not that high off the ground. So in theory, we should be okay, but you know, it never hurts to have it there as an option. So as you can see, I just kind of turn this and it fastens it right there on the inside to the T-post, see? So I'm just going to keep tightening it until I feel like it's good. I mean, that's not going anywhere. Now, let me show you how it works. So this is the handle. It comes through, connects, and as you can see, use your resources. Y'all, that right there is nothing but, I cut it off of a water hose so I could pass it through, and even if it's touching this metal, it'll be good. So now it's all connected. Now to hook it up over there, turn it on, see what we got. All right, so this is what I have, y'all. I just used the insulated wire because why not? So the fence line, insulated, it actually worked out because it's going through this metal. So if it touches the metal, we're still good. Goes through there. I connected a wire right there, and the wire is coming and it's just wrapped around there. So there's threads and you can kind of see them, but you see the wires in there? Yep. So essentially the wires I wrapped around should be able to touch those wires and allow the flow of electricity to go through those wires, but we'll see. Let's turn it on. I hear it ticking. See it flashing right there? All right, so let's let it run a little bit and I'll be back with y'all as soon as I see how we're looking. All right, y'all, Egypt is at gymnastics. She does gymnastics 2 days a week. For summer, we might move her to 3, depending on if she wants to or not, honestly. But yeah, so she's not here, so I'm doing all the chores. So we do have the piggies in here. And you see they've been doing what pigs do. So really looking forward to getting them out of here and over to that new area. But yeah, they're waiting on dinner. I have the feed for the bucks, 2 scoops, the girls 3 scoops. About to take them their food. And oh, I actually almost forgot it. I set it over here. This is my energizer or my fence tester. So I'm gonna test the voltage on the fence. Okay, let's go. All right, so Zeus's food is ready. About to fill his water. I'm gonna fast forward through this part, y'all, because I'm pretty sure this video is already pretty long. Some of you like long videos, and some of you don't. Based on my average watch time, you know, that's pretty obvious, and that's pretty normal for YouTube videos, you know. Some people literally watch the whole video. I'm that person. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Then you have some people that like skip or fast forward or don't watch the whole thing, or watch some now, watch some later. Which one are you? I'm interested in knowing. Yeah, so once again, which one are you? Real-time data collection that not only will help me make better content and content that resonates best with y'all, but also just, yeah, well, that's really it. It just informs me over, you know, what type of content you like best based on your answer. Y'all see them? Everyone relaxing. Oreo just stood up. Peanut butter just stood up. Mike, you see him still in the house. But I have the bucket. I know he heard that, and I'm getting closer. So I'm pretty sure he's about to stand up. Look at Zeus chilling. About to give them their food. Then I'm gonna fast forward over to the girls. There he goes. Hey, Mike. Guys, let me spread it out for you. So we spread it out so they don't fight. So put a little so they all could get some. Peanut butter, Mike, Oreo, looking handsome fellas, and Zeus, haven't forgotten about you. Yeah. Alrighty, so Zeus ran straight into his house, y'all. He knows the routine. His food is ready, his water's ready. After I'm done with the animals, there we go, boy. After I'm done with the animals, I'm gonna bring him a snack. This is our old burn pile. We don't use that anymore. I'm gonna be tearing it down soon. Yeah. Hey, y'all. So we have Spirit, Caramel, Carol, and we have Mama Goat. Yeah, Carol. Let's go. Let's get your food. You gotta back up. So we have Mama Goat and her kids up here eating. See Carol and Caramel. We have essentially everyone else over here eating on the swing. Yeah. Yeah. And nobody is inside yet. So normally, to ensure she gets some food, I like to take Valentine. So I'm gonna take her inside and I just take her to the food. And now Valentine is getting some food. Hopefully she could get at least 30 seconds over here by herself, because she's the smallest one. She's on the bottom of the pecking order. Then goes the kids. So I want to make sure she's getting food. So Hopefully she gets some time over here. Yeah, I see that tail wagging. You happy, girl. Hopefully she gets some time over here before the goats above her in the pecking order figure out what's going on. Checking on Graceland. That water looks good. Let's check in here. One, bottom one. Let's go. So, their water here, you can see it's right there. So, shake it. See that? It's good. It's not looking too bad in there. Food is looking good. Let's see. Get the fly control out the way. Oh, this was to the tip top. And they have enough left in there. You can't really see, but it's about like right there. So they have enough food in there, as you can see, but we definitely know they're eating. Boy, are they eating. So put that back. Fly control has been amazing. All right, y'all are good. And I already gave them mealworms. So I have Bo's food. Just sit it down over there and he takes it. Now, as you can see, they're ready for their food. Let's go. All right, enjoy, y'all. Come on, WB. WB goes to that side once I step away. And now the three girls can eat. All right, y'all, enjoy your dinner. Frankie's food. And the chickens are all good, y'all. They were just all in the coop, but they're good. Big boy still mean, chasing me down the fence. Hey, Frankie, got your dinner? Drinking some water? There you go, girl. Bon appetit. Are you gonna eat? All right, well, you have a full portion going on there, so, you know, enjoy at your leisure. How about that? All right, we'll see you later. I like that flag in your house, by the way. 13 eggs, y'all. Have some white, some blue. Don't know if the camera could pick up the blue one. Brown, all kind of shades. Not bad, 13 eggs. Alrighty, y'all. I have my Energizer here, and this is how it works. So, this end of the Energizer could just stick into the ground, right? Because it's the ground. And this end, when we touch it to the metal, we should see it register. And you can see this one goes all the way up to 9,000 volts. See it lighting up there? So I'm seeing the light touch 9,000. Y'all see 9,000 blinking? So this thing is hot. Let's touch it over here. Oh yeah. Alrighty, y'all, so it's really that simple. Just tested the fence in real time. Y'all got to see it. 9,000 volts, and it looks like if I had one that went higher, it may even be hotter than that. So, sheesh. It's ready for the pigs. And once again, pigs are smart. I give them 1 to 3 days tops, and they'll have it figured out, y'all. So now I just need to figure out if I want to move them tonight or wait until tomorrow, because Mama and Egypt still aren't home, and I know that they'll want to be a part of that. So I'm losing sunlight right now. Due to that, I don't want to let them out at night. I don't think it's fair to them to have to learn about a poly wire, poly rope at night, pitch dark. So yeah, most likely going to show y'all in my next video. Don't be mad at me, I'm sorry, but probably just going to show y'all in my next video is putting them in there and them getting used to the wire. For those of you that really wanted to see the end result today of that, once again, I apologize, but it will be in the next video. But I truly appreciate each and every single one of you, especially if you're still watching me right now, then you are one of the few, because I'm sure this is a long video, but truly appreciate you. Once again, we are on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, if you ever find yourself on Facebook, sorry about the light. If you're on YouTube, if you ever find yourself on Facebook, just search Our Brown Farmhouse. If this is Facebook that you're watching this on, vice versa, right? Go to YouTube, Our Brown Farmhouse. We also set up our P.O. box. We had many people asking about P.O. box, so that's set up. Merch down below. Yeah. I want to end this off on a high note though, a really high note. So let me show y'all something, then we'll see y'all next time.